I don't quite know what I'm going to call this video yet. Something like setting up a mage, maybe walk through part 1. Basically, we're going to clear our way to a point where I think you are set up as a basic mage. It shouldn't take too long in terms of video. Obviously, we'll skip a bit of like walking around and stuff. Now, immediately on the beach here, you're going to have all of these boxes, and I always recommend checking these and grabbing the resources out of them. As far as I can tell, and I've been playing for a fairly long time now, my first character's on like 10 hours, and we've skipped lots of days, done lots of testing. And the loot in here does not respawn. Neither does the stuff on the ground like this. Growables do respawn, so like plants and stuff, that all comes back, that's fine. So if you find like a farm or something that has materials that you like, that is something that is worth keeping note of. So this stuff here, for example, this will come back, that's fine. But I like emptying out loads of the chests, even if I empty them out just to throw the plates out, because then I know I've been there. Alright, so it's a nice indicator for yourself. Just to bring the map up a little bit, so we've just cleared this very small amount of beach here. And I don't want to take you guys too far along the beach. We will go over here because there's a fishing rod, and there's some nice, just like little bits, but it's not essential. But if you go past this and like down here, the enemies aren't all exactly impossible, but about here, there's some enemies that are really fast. And whilst we don't have like great mana management, it's not really ideal. And about here, there's a fairly high level enemy. We could probably get away with killing it, but I don't want to have like struggle sessions in my first video or early video where we're trying to get ourselves set up, get a feel for the game. You know, we want to chill out. It's a cool setting. We're just trying to enjoy it. You guys have probably got way nicer music than me playing, so you know, you're getting into it out there and exploring. But we come up this way to this little path here. We want to pile a load of damage into this corpse eater. Come on, you. Down you go. Again, as I was saying in the last episode, we're using that evasion so that we basically don't take damage, right? You can see how our lack of health right now is just not going to be an issue. Lack of armor, not going to be an issue. We take the Keeper's Tag. Those are worth getting. Get as many of those as you can find. And take the ale. Alcohol is always welcome. And we want this cooking book. All right, we're going to make sure we read that. And then we get Hunter's Stew. Not a bad little bit of healing that we get there. Always take the materials, and there is a node in the area that we're heading towards right now. I'm going to recommend we empty each time, because there are quests that require lots of wood. And wood is actually unlimited, but it's kind of like, what's the word? It's gated by the day in the game. It does reset every day, though, so it's not like the worst. It's just worth knowing that you're going to want like 150 wood. There are some really extreme resource gathering quests. So you see, we can try to keep out this wolf's way. You really can't even keep up with me because of the way the dash works. So we're not even playing around with you. Let that mana get regenerated. Man, look how slow it is. Oh my god, I forgot how slow it starts. Oh my god. How did I survive the early game? Now, people are going to talk about a mine over there. You can go in there. There are some lower level enemies. However, if we go and start clearing that, there's a good chance it's going to turn night. And I want us to make it to the castle before nighttime comes. Now, it's not impossible to move around at night. But right now, I don't think we are in the kind of position that I would want to be in to be fighting the nighttime enemies. At nighttime, enemies get stronger. They do more damage. But they also give more XP, and they give cobweb, which is important to know about. But we're just, you know, clearing these standard enemies out so that we can do stuff like that nice and early. We've already got a next point. That's lovely. And we're going to be powering up spirituality, all right? Your minimum target should be 16, okay? Because in the video after this, we're going to have my build video, and there is an armor set that's extremely powerful. We could probably go and get it right now. But to get the full effects of it, you need 16 spirituality. So I highly recommend, as you're going around, you're exploring, you're fighting all these enemies off, you're getting your levels coming in, what we get is lots of spirituality, okay? Will that be after this? Maybe I'll put the horse after this, and then we'll have that. But anyway, at some point after this, in the playlist, Oh my god, something terrifying. We are going to need 60 spirituality, and I'd go as far as to say that 20 is the number. That is the number, alright? Because you want the damage, and you need the mana and the mana regen. You just straight up need it. There's no getting around it. Even if you get even if you're gonna do something similar, different to me, maybe you're gonna go stealth archer, maybe you're gonna go summoner, anything like this, you're still gonna need it. That over there is a druidic shrine. I'm gonna show you one of those in a minute. Now apparently we need to get more rare with these as we sacrifice. Now I haven't used one of these ones yet because we haven't found one that I actually like. I don't know if these ones are all permanent or not. I haven't actually tried this one, for example. Maybe it is. Oh, but I do want that. 10% movement speed modifier is literally damage. Okay, let's get some antlers on the way in. I didn't even think about that. Alright, give me my evasion. I could also get my agility up, but that's more of a utility skill than damage. But anyway, you saw from the fast travel point there, we've got 75 XP. Discovering any zone is going to have the same effect. So that's all good. Coming through here, there's a few enemies on the right-hand side. You could clear them now. No reason not to do it. You could go up. There's a whole load of stuff over there. But I'm really kind of just concentrating on... Wow, got an itch on my eye, I'm sorry. Just following this road so that we can reach the castle. There's tons of like nice low-level stuff all the way around. So you see this wall, it kind of carries on. You probably don't want to continue with the wall, but this little town inside of it, it kind of continues all the way up to like about here. That's full of bandits that are low level, and all the way along the actual wall is where you can get up here on top of the wall, and there's a mini boss about there. All of that's probably the first objective. We're going to get that cleared. Because you get good XP from bandits, and not from the kill of the bandits, but you pick up. Don't fight this guy. That's going to be a bad idea. We want to kill you. I need 3 of these. There's one. Oh, no antler though. But yeah, so we want to get ourselves a bit of a base, because we want to have a nice, safe place to be able to rest when it's night time, so we haven't got to bother with all the crap that comes out at night. So that's what we're doing first. So this guy doesn't give you anything if you're nice to him, so that's up to you whether or not you want to do it. And now we have our fast travel point. Let's get inside. Get through this guy's dialogue. You guys choose whatever you want. And then what I'm going to recommend that you do is pick up all of these notes here. This is the bounty board, okay? And it's going to put a load of bandits all over the map. But the most important one, we're going to be grabbing this one first, all right? But before that, we're going to go ahead. We're going to do this little part of the main quest, because he's got a quest for us. It's going to send us somewhere that gives us a nice early game bit of gear, which I think is just worth knowing about. So we're going to get over here. Speak to Mr. Fergas here. It's up to you if you want to grass on him or not. That's entirely up to you. If you do grass on him, he gets put in stocks, and I think that's hilarious. And for me, covering for him, he wasn't particularly nice, so that's... and I'm going to say he could have made it. Who knows? That's what I normally don't do. And then we're going to go with Ninian is dead. He asked me to bring this to you. That's the dude we took out in the tutorial area. And then we're going to do the piece of metal that we had. That's all going to give us some bits and bobs. And then we want... Where is it? Anything I can help you with. And we'll do that. Haven't been there yet, so all good. There's lots of stuff we can do here. Let's go over to just show you where the wood chopping is. Should be... No, on the other side of the wall. Nope, I was wrong. It's right here, look. So, this is the wood chopper. Each day, you should come over and go ahead and chop this. Do I not have an axe? Is there no axe? Alright, we'll get an axe. Don't worry about that. Oh, look at all that. Let's go in there. You should 100% clear out as much ingredients as you can. Now, I tried stealing an item before we went, so there is going to be a side quest over there, and we can't shortcut it, so I'm afraid If you want to do the side quest, it's 2 trips. I'm going to drop all my stuff off. This is the stash. Sorry, I was really unceremonious about that, right? That's where Fergus was. This is the stash. Let me bring it up on the map so you guys can definitely see it. I was just dropping stuff off and I was like, wait a minute, people just running around. Important landmark right there. It's the stash where you can drop stuff off. Cool thing is, most of these barrels we can just straight up take the loot out of it. So if you want some cooking materials or anything else, if you happen to be a melee character that's just using this just to see where things are, feel free to, you know, keep resin on you because you can use that to add extra damage to your weaponry, and that's going to be pretty useful for you. In fact, I'd say borderline necessary. I don't know what it's like playing melee, but some of the enemies, they do a lot of damage, and dealing with them faster, well, it's a good way of saving health. There is a weapon in that tower. I don't think there are spells here. Maybe I'll have a quick check around. Yeah, so I don't think we have any spells. Pretty sure we don't have any spells. So, we're pretty safe. There's a quest here you could pick up. Probably worth doing, because that's going to take you... It's going to take you, because that's the hunter, that's the cemetery. It's going to take you around here, which is relatively safe. We could pick that up. Let's do that. The problem is you have to fight an ogre, and I'm not convinced we're ready for that. We'll take the quest just in case. If it feels like we can do it in this video, we'll do it. In the shop, if you want it, there's the axe, spyglass, and the journal, which means we have all the tools now. That's where I was going to chop wood earlier. We could go and do that. We're not using any of that stuff there. Although, what weight are they? Movement speed, you say? .5, 1.2. Man, that's so heavy. And they need endurance. The trousers could be worth it. If I didn't need endurance for those boots, they could be worth it. Move speed boots, you say? That's... Oh, it's while not in combat. Okay, it's completely useless. Sorry. If it was in combat, we'd get the spell damage out of it, but we're not going to get that. Alright, level up. We already know where things are going, right? Spirituality, bam. So we just had 2% damage. That's not really the star, though. The extra mana is right now. Damage is going to come from the fact that we've got our second point here. That there. Big damage boost from our speed. Because if we look at that, we should see... yeah, big spell damage boost now. 128%. Lovely. What that also means is, as your athletics rises and your natural speed rises, that is also additional damage, which is kind of hilarious. So do as much sprinting as you like. Let's go ahead and we'll rest. You can see this dial here. One of the coolest things about this game, watch how instant this is. I'm not even going to skip. You ready? Bam. It's done. So what? What do you mean it's 6 in the morning? Right, so we've got a nice fresh day. I don't know if you can go earlier than that, but that's what I like to use. So we are going to clear out this village. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna clear the village out. You guys don't need to see me fighting, right? We'll kill the first one so you guys can see they're easy, and then we'll skip forward. I've got an author memory that can happen later. So if I show you me beating this guy with a fireball, like hey, 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 whoa! Oh, he got me. He clipped me. He clipped me. That's my first damage right there. Right. Easy as hell, and then we'll go ahead and we'll loot the place. So, now that we won't have too much in the way of disturbances, let's make our way through the village. I just kind of destroyed everything. I was thinking about it. I probably should have stealthed my way around, just to kind of show, you know, would have been a bit more effective with mana, but it really was no issue. Some of them took a few shots, but, you know, just is what it is right now, and we're still kind of early. You'll see just how quickly it all... starts coming together though as we go through the video. You just go through. You could bring some stuff, like if you're intending to put some points into practicality. Like let's say my character's at level 20, right? If you stay at 16 spirituality and put 4 into practicality, you will be richer than mine, 100%. Particularly from selling. We've got more enemies down here. Let's deal with you, Mr. Outlaw. I should not have sprinted. I should have snuck. See, that's what I'm really bad at. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Would have liked to have got a burn tick on there. Yay. Ignite at level 4. And look at that. Quick. Quickly, quickly, quick. I don't really intend to come down here right now, but you can see, look, it's all these carrots, all this lovely crafting material. Let's get it all in the pocket. But I want it to be looting the village for now, right? So let's do with the village. Just look how much there is. So much stuff here we can get. We've got alchemy bench, so I'm gonna grab all this. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We don't need tiny glass, but we are gonna go ahead and craft some mana potions. Let's get the alchemy rising. Dig up the chest, why not? Rough emerald. I'm gonna keep stuff like that until my practicality is higher. I think that's my new plan. Because selling it now just isn't worth it. Always keep an eye out for these, look. I don't need fire arrows. Now then, obviously at the back end of the village, so if I bring up my map now, go ahead and pick this open. You're going to come across this, and we'll probably beat him, right? So if I bring the map up, I did speak about it before, right? Like, you didn't really want to necessarily follow the wall all the way up, because this wall here is kind of like a barrier, right? Across this bridge is significantly harder. So if I show you on this guy, he won't kill me. Like I say, because we've got good evasion, he shouldn't be able to hit us, but this is going to be quite an elongated fight. Now, look how little damage he takes. And I missed 3 times. That's really bad. And because of that, I can't even get an ignite on him. I know it won't. We're not using armor. Ooh.
I will be your downfall.
So let's go with, we need like 6. 6 is probably a good number. Man, I'm gonna die. He's actually gonna kill me.
Show me what you're made of. Show me what you're made of.
I'm just gonna make this video really long, just for you.
Fall to my sword.
Right. So as you can see, it's not worth fighting across the bridge. Now he is probably one of the harder ones on the bridge, but there's, like, we can see one there. There's one just saw his head move, right? 2. There's one in the tent. You probably can't see from here. There's like a load of them. Okay, we have the fast travel. If we fast travel here, we could probably have to run off from him. But yeah, we want to stay a little bit out from where that is. Now, technically speaking, we could go down here. Probably should. Let's do it. This is a part of setup, so we probably should do this. We've got a few zombies and stuff, so let's go ahead and deal with these. I guess because I got a stealth attack there that dealt sneak damage. Now look at how long this can take. No, this is bad, right? I think it's bad. I think it's worth it, especially as, because we've got such good speed. We're probably faster than the horse anyway. Look how many of them there are. Man, you jumped way far. Gotta be careful of that. No. No, you don't. Was that count as undetected? That's useful to know. Trying to go back to the area, and I'm like, ha 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 ha. Extra free damage. Does that improve stealth faster? That's an interesting idea thing to think about. So I'm gonna deal with these. It's taking too long. All right, so we're gonna head down the hill, just so you guys can see where it is. That way you can come when you're ready. I feel like that's the fairest way. Don't necessarily advise doing it right now, but just so you know, if you come on down here, we'll find a bandit, 2 bandits, just basically like a posh guy and his bodyguard, and a horse. All right. All we need to do actually is mount the horse, and it's ours. So all we need to do now is get out of here. You don't have to fight him. All right. Is fighting him reasonable? Not really. Oh my god. So, like, probably not. It's not even a reasonable fight, but we can summon it now wherever we go, so I can just run off. Like, if I just run off over here. Wow. Excuse me, sir. Back off. Right. We now have horse. So, we don't even need to finish him off if we don't want to. I want the loot from the peasant, though. How many gold? Yes. Whole 8. How generous of you. So we'll come back here whenever we're ready. But for now, we have the horse. We'll consider that a setup. You can see all those bandits up there. Look. So we got it. It was successful. Risky, but successful. Let's eat. All right. Get that evasion stat rising. Of course, I need to level. Is there a fight? There is a fight around here, right? I'll bring the map up in a second so we can do a bit of a thingy. In fact, I'll do it now. So obviously this was the village. We went down there. This corner, this is where the horse was. And then we came back up past. This is actually the back end. See, we talked about a mine earlier. That's the back end of it. And now we're back up in the village. It's all good. I could do the level. 100% will use it. Where is it? No, I suppose, you know. I'm going to do this. So, more need it. These early levels are the ones that matter the most. So we already have this on. So we're just going to start boosting damage down here. I might even get this next, so we can have dealing elemental damage applies corresponding elemental build-up. So that's just going to... I don't think it's what it says it is. It feels like it speeds up the build-up. So we're going to use that so that we get more status build-up when using fire. We are now directly doing more damage, so we're all good. Settle me in now. That's like 1 more damage than we were doing before. Now, archers are actually the most dangerous, in my opinion, because they can shoot through their own guys. But the biggest difference is going to be that mana regen continuing to load up. Now, I don't remember if I pointed it out, so if I'm repeating myself, I apologize. When it comes to fighting these bandits, oh man, look at that, we're getting more XP because we're leveled up. How good's that? When you see the branded skin, you want to make sure you pick it up, because that's going to actually get you more money and more XP. Aww. It's like throwing a grenade. No, you will.
I'll teach you to respect me. I'll teach you to respect me.
Getting that evasion up nicely.
I will.
Yes, finish one.
I'm not scared of you.
I need to find more antlers. That's the main thing, right? Let's drown a tongue. Coin. Oh, we didn't get the fishing rod, did we? We'll get it. We're not too far away from it. What are we on? 23 minutes. I guess we can make this as long as I like. People will watch or they won't.
Keep your eyes peeled.
But we're getting the easiest bandit mark right now. How far from level are we? I don't know. Almost 5. Sick.
To respect me. You'll be fertilizing the soil.
So you see the issue on here, right, is space.
I'll teach you to respect.
No sideward dodges. It's only forward and back.
To respect me.
Oh man.
Your milkmaid.
Good. good and good. Thank you. Lots of goodies. Nighttime's coming. That's bad. Taking too long. Wood. Always take wood. Just 'cause it's going to be necessary. Crafting is a thing, right? Also building up a home is a thing. Haven't managed to do extra 20k gold's actually going to take a while. That's all done there. So continue across. I'm going to hope that we don't get ghost interference up on here. Continue along the side. And the way we're going to deal with this guy is by stacking bleed. So instead of fire, I'm going to use bleed on this guy. I find this to work better in longer fights. So especially now that we've got better regeneration, we're just going to fire as much bleed on it as we can. And that should continually mean that his health takes more and more damage over time. So we just need to keep on stacking that bleed on there. And we need to actually not let it fall off. So, oh man, that was close. If you need to use mana potions for this guy, this is where you want to use them if you don't fall off. Luckily, my checkpoint wasn't too far back. So we're going to attempt that again. Let's put mana on, because the main reason I died there was because I was trying to switch to my potion. So let's pump you full of bleed. Oh man, I nearly went over the side again. So, whilst it's like at half health, the funny thing is, the second half should take less time the more bleed we get on him, right? And we're just going to keep stacking that till he's gone. Easy. Probably a bit cheesy. If you're not a if you're not a mage, you don't have bleed. Might be an issue, but we do. So, we're using that to our advantage. So we're getting all sorts of gold bits there, right? Because that's all turning. We got the follower medallion for Fergus. We got the head, and we got some skins. Now the good thing is, because of where we are, we don't need to travel in the dark too far. We just come back down. We can finish our first loop at the fast travel point. So we're going to head back. Get that done. Alright, now the cool thing is, we're going to talk to this guy in the back end. I'm glad he's still awake, and we don't have to wait. And then we turn in the bandit skins, and we turn in the head. And that's done. 1000 XP for that. Is he gone to bed? Nope, still there. Got another coin for you.
You know it.
I don't know if we were 300 years good now. And then we're going to go spend our level. He's in the stocks log, it's so funny. Right, level up. We're already halfway up to the next one. Bam, 5, thank you. And then we're going to go even more damage. The biggest issue I'm having is I'm not killing enemies fast enough, so whack that in there. And then we rest until 6 AM again. Alright, so in the interest of speed, this time we are heading a little bit more to the left. So the village was like that way, directly east. So I guess that makes this northeast. And we want to hit the hunter's camp. Now, as you saw, there's loads more low-level bandits over there. That's going to get you gold. It's going to get you XP. Stat increases. You guys should probably, you know, target that. Clear out more of the village. Pigs are quite nice. They drop leather as well. Got an ignite on there. That's nice. Give me your health. I love how far my evasion is. Yeah, you go around that wall. Go on. Give me all that nice time to charge my mana. Thank you very much. You know what means it's clear? Let's go have a look. What you got? You got anything for me? You got any food? I can make... Yeah, a bunch of that. Mashed potato. Cool. You but don't care. There you go. Got all the food I need. Pigs! Always drop leather and pork. How good's that? I don't know how good pig leather is. I should have checked. My weight is actually low enough, that's fine. Cool. So, let's go ahead, interact with Marg. Obviously, you know, speak to him about everything. And then ton of resources. It's stocked up. It lets you take it all, so we will. Free stuff. Just free stuff everywhere. This stuff doesn't get restocked, but, you know, it's good to know that it's there. And we have another wood chopping stump right here, so if you want to get some more wood, you can. Use whichever one you want. Realistically, I don't think you'd cycle them. You just kind of skip time. Ooh, stags. Let's get these. Oh, it's running off. No. I'm not chasing it. Now, there is loot upstairs, so just, you know, get all of this. Gotta get as much goodies as possible, right? That's called a good setup. Nothing down there, I don't think. We want to go up. Oopo. Grab that. I like to grab the poisons and the potions and stuff. You never know. Maybe I'll have to do something with an actual weapon eventually. Like maybe I'll have no choice. I don't know. Crates, got some wine, some bream. Some food. I thought there was something better than this. Yeah, here we go. Give me that. That was quite funny. The carriage stayed there without the pot. So the game doesn't have the physics you get in an Elder Scrolls game. But there we go. So we've looted the tower. There's way more stuff because you can get all of this. There's loot on his rack as well down here, right? I almost forgot. Give me all that, thank you. Yeah. We're going to be completely covered in tons of herbs. That's the right way, right? It is. Good. If we get a level up, we have to use it because the Necromancer does take quite a bit of damage if we're not careful. Got a Gwyndy low, thank you. Here we have the Crypt. Now, before we deal with the Necromancer, we are going to do side quests first. Down with the skeleton, take bones, because that is a used in crafting certain armors. You took a while to notice me, didn't you? Makes me happy. Right, so we've got a crypt here. We're going to do a side quest here first. Now, the sad thing is there's no local... Fast travel point, man, I didn't see you. Got some health back. Get out. Ow. There we go, got it. There's lots of enemies everywhere. Right, let's just clear this habit. That stealth damage from the first hit, so good. I shouldn't waste it really, should I? Alright, there we go. Looking good. So we're gonna go in here first. Alright, I'll bring this up on the map. This is the crypt. Can you see it? You can't even see it. Okay. Interesting. In we go. Got a mini quest in here. We're gonna do it now. Just because it gives us opportunity to hopefully get another level. In a smooth, non-farmy way. What are we on? Let me check. Yeah, easy. I don't know why I went suddenly really chuggy there on the old frame rate. Hello. Quite a lot, as you can see. Hello. Level 6, baby. It must be night time. We're getting cobweb. Good thing is AoEs. I don't know about that fireball. I haven't tried it, but AoE in general can clip through walls. So just be aware of that. It can be used against and for you. We can't open this yet. It opens with... Can you see the lever on the side there? Right there. That is the way forward, yes. So let's just loot through here. Sweet. No. You have to jump up. Do you have to jump up? I thought it was a loop. Bomba. Should be night time. We said it's 6 o'clock, right? Nope, just a bit of room. Okay, I thought this loops around. There's definitely one that loops around in the next dungeon. Right, so now that's the entrance. Okay, we did all these side bits. That's the way that's going to be back out once we reach NPC that I want to talk to. Loot, and loot. Okay, rat mace. That's going to stay. See, I think if I was to do this again, I think the good idea is to put jewelry and stuff away in the stash until at least 4 points in practicality. You need to get a bonus, I think, to make it worth it. You get well enough gold to survive. But getting the nice stuff, I think we need some practicality. And I think getting it to 10 so that, you know, at least it's, you know, 1 in 10 mana is less now. Should be good. Right, here we have our NPC. Hello, Morg. Morg. Who are you? We're going to agree to help her, obviously. Are you really feeling? Do they really go nasty? Oh, I have to use all of them. Okay, why do you still gloves? And then, where's the... I wanna help her.
What is it? I don't give a... Of course.
It's funny.
They're forgetting when they all... No, it's just bots.
So let's just say, sure.
Well, before I just sneak into someone's house and will you do that?
Alright, I promise I'll still something for you.
Great. Now
do it. Now, I did this on my stream after doing the early access. I was just thinking, because I've been through this twice. And I then went in to clear out the Necromancer, and she was dead when I came back. So, we're going to make a beeline for this. We're going to run back to the castle, and then we're going to get this solved straight away. So, of course, you guys should know the way there. But there's just no fast travel. There's not a good fast travel point to use as a shortcut. So maybe, I don't know if that's been done on purpose, but there's one down here. That's not really any closer than this one. There's one up here. Yeah, about there. And there's one, well, there's that one. So there's nothing to speed this up. So we just got to sprint back. There and back. So I'm going to use it to raise my athletics and agility. There and back, and if I do see some antlers, I'll get some of those as well. So, other than that, we are going to skip forward a bit. Alright, so I'm back at town, and the first order of business is we leveled up, so therefore, we get even more spirituality. Looking strong now, and we're going to bank on even more damage. We're just going with everything will die faster. Like, significantly faster. There are NPCs in here that have got side quests, but we're not concentrating on those right now. I'm just trying to get you guys set up, okay? But we want to get something stolen. And I think the best place to go to is this brother something or other house. This is where we're going to go. Because he's out. No, he's not out. Usually he's out. Let's see if this still works. Usually in the day he's not here. We want something simple. See if this works. I don't know how easy it is to get caught. He's not normally there. I took that bowl. I like taking the bowl. He's gone now, look. Taking the basin. It's mine now. Can't take it back. Just take a few other simple bits. Then we got plenty there. Cool. Another hop, skip, and a jump. And we'll be back at Morgue, inside the dungeon. So we can turn it in, right? You guys know the way? In case you don't, on the map. We're just going to follow to the north, pretty much straight north, and get back to there. See you in a sec. Alright, so, made it back. We're at the Crypt. Let's head on in. Obviously everything's way easier now, because we already opened the door. I don't know how high this can put me. Only partially the way up 6. I'd like to get another level in. 6 will be high enough. We are starting to rock out some really good numbers. I do. Oh, I can give you anything that's stolen. Alright, let's give you a mug. There we go. We got extra sneak given to us. How nice. Plus 300 XP, we'll take it. It wasn't very big, but okay. We'll take it. That's what I'm saying. We'll take it. Plus, a bonus to sneak is not anything to sniff like. Hello. Let's see that on the way in. Alright. Now, we will be... Wow, taking a bit of a while. Wait a minute, there's a... No, we already got the bug, didn't we? I don't know, I'll check in a minute. We're going to go into the main crypt now. We're going to meet an oddly polite dude in there. Feels so much better. Mana regen's starting to get to where it needs to be as well, which is good. Yeah, these dealt with, one sec. Alright, with all of the external undeath dealt with, we can go ahead, grab the letter. Just realised I didn't make it a fresh night. Should make getting back interesting after getting through here. Now we're closing in on the end of where I really want us to get to, which is good. I'm going to get the Necromancer set in here. So this is going to be a bit of a walkthrough for the Crypt. Go ahead and read this. Speak to this guy. He wants just 5 gold. Or we could kill him, but 5 gold. He's friendly enough. Right, in we go. Now, there's a couple of optional enemies in here we can get a nice chunk of XP from. Look at that. Yeah, I'm going to have to... How can you justify not being in sneak, right? All that damage. Saw me. Now, one of the issues in here... Not an issue, but... Something that obviously, you know, is a thing. Everything's aggroed right now for whatever reason. There's no leashing. Enemies will follow you pretty far. Man, loads just keep on coming. But we can use the fact that there's loads of them together to our advantage. Get some charge up abilities done, especially with the stuff that moves slowly. I just don't want to stop coming. Wrong way. Nearly got cornered. Can't be having that now. One down. Yeah, it feels pretty good. Oh, I've got to wait for mana to regen. At least that's becoming less of a thing now. Over time. There we go. Get everything looted. Antler fragment. Oh yeah, 1 of 3. Feral charm, you want that? Biddaloo, biddaloo, biddaloo. You'll be asking about this, I'm sure, later. Missioner is going to sneak up behind me. Also that later. I'm sure if you get your agility high enough, you can probably jump in now, but we're going to get in there in a bit. Right, so be careful here because it's not you, it's that one. Alright, let's deal with this one first then. Is the whole group aggroed? No. There we go, see? There we go. Stealth must be doing its job. Oh, it's Toilet's friend. Yeah, Stealth Mage, 100% the thing. There's no way you can't... Not going to take advantage of that, right? Just that lovely start to the encounter. It's the first time I've seen a horseshoe there. Another one down. Alright, so I am going to suggest we take on some optional enemies because they're worth a lot of XP. And it's this one. Okay. We're probably not going to get any status on it. Bleed doesn't really work. And they do take a while. But it's just a matter of kiting it around in circles because we're a mage. And its attacks can't reach me. Like, if it starts winding up, I just do this and it can't reach me. Alright, I'll sit down. Can't do it. If you get hit by that, it's your fault. Right? Like, how can you get hit by that? It's your fault. I'm not taking responsibility for you getting hit by that. I don't actually even know how much damage it does because I haven't been hit. Alright, and so now you can either run past it because it hits so slow, wait for your mana to regen, whatever you want to do. Alright, we're going to skip forward. I just want to say quite hilariously, its friend has also aggroed, so I guess I'm going to deal with both of them at once. I was going to suggest we do them one at a time, but if this happens, it hasn't really changed anything. They're both still tough enemies that take a while to put down. Just don't stay close to them and don't get hit. Alright. Use your dodging to your advantage. It should not be an issue, really. And you know what? I haven't actually tried being up here. I wonder if we could just cheese it from the rock. Oh, they've decided they couldn't get to me. Okay, so they'll just de-aggro if I go on the rock. So we can mess around with them as much as we want, as you can see. So I just wanted to add that in. I didn't expect the other one to aggro early. There's 400 XP on another level. How nice. Let's get you dealt with while we're at it. Well, there we have both of the big heavy knights down. Doesn't look like that much XP now at level 7, does it? Could go out and upgrade my casting ability again, but we're good. You, sir, are not having a good time. There's loot on the other side as well. Hello. Oh, these don't seem to actually take damage. These flame goblins, just have to wait for them to blow up. Oops. It's hard, is it? Don't look hard to me. It's going to be there. A little bit more. Nope. A little bit less, in fact. Hey. And now we got new ingredients. New recipe, should I say. Not that it's one I'm going to use, but we've got it. Alright. I have failed every time I've tried to reason with this guy. I'm going to try again. We get a 25% chance to reason with him. We have the spirituality, but we don't have the practicality, which seems to be this game's equivalent of social stat. Oh, I actually got it. I don't know what I agreed to do. I didn't expect that to work. One second, let me check the quest log. Sent me to Hardock with questions. Okay, let's go. I didn't have this before. I failed it every other time. Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna go do some discovery together. The dungeon's clear now, anyway. The fight against him is pretty tough, actually. It's his necromancy set, so we're gonna have to kill him now. That's a part of my setup.
Does he now?
Alright, let's go and say this to Yorath. May or may not result in something different. Maybe it will be worth re-rolling, taking a save beforehand.
Well, what earth? Are you threatening me?
Oh.
That's, no, it can't be that simple. It sounds so sentimental. I don't believe in things that are indescribable or unmeasurable. But how do I make sure I don't share the fate of the other? That's it. Perhaps that's the very core of the problem. What's needed is a subject who is perfectly aware of what's happening, and that subject could only be me. Plus, there might be a few advantages. Let's see.
Okay. Did he do it? I guess that's it then. Well, that does make him easier. We get Skeleton Army, Skull Staff, Necromancer set. Sick. So we still got everything we wanted. Alright. So that means we now have the mask, which is 10 mana. Thank you. And we also have mana regeneration. Thank you. We got the basics. Alright, so before we leave, now we go this way. We also have skeletons. We can talk about how summons work. We'll leave that for the end. Get some loot up this way. There's a recipe book up here, so we do want to come through. I think it was a recipe book. Pretty sure. Is there anything this end? There's a keeper tag. Ah, maybe I was wrong. Alright. Well, now we want to talk to the zombie at the entrance again. He's going to have a mission for us. This is...
I am the keeper, master. Oh,
yeah, we asked what to do with him.
master's heart was at the dead.
Yeah.
Oh, please, it might...
I thought we were supposed to do it for you. Did you give me the key? How did I not get the quest to go through the door? Oh, it's because he's not thingy. Oh man, I messed up. So I can't go there. What happens if I kill him? Alright. We got some... I'm sorry about the experimentation. This has just gone a bit of a different way. He's supposed to give us... when we kill him, he gives us a mission to go through and give him a proper burial. So let's try... Will you give me the key? Key to the crypt? I don't think that's the right one. Is it? It's the key to the inner crypt that I need. No. Oh man, we can't get in. There's nothing major in there. So basically, if you kill him the normal way, he gives you the quest to go and to go in there. Oh man, that's gone completely wrong. But oh well, that's cool. It's nice to see all of the different outcomes, in my opinion, though. So I'm quite happy that that is the case. But there we have it. We're now set up. We got summon skeleton. There are other summons, obviously. But summon skeleton is not too expensive to cast. Doesn't require that we have too much more in the way of spirit than what we have right now. Like, you can get a summon follower. You can literally summon like a really powerful really powerful summon. But you do need like 10 spirituality to make proper use of it. So I'm much happy with what we have, and look at the state of this. Let's get out of here. So we're gonna run south. Yeah, we're gonna go straight south. Back to the castle so I can level up, get this all sorted, and just show you guys how skeletons work so that you're able to use them properly. The other key thing is, if you have a summon spell without the unsummon spell, they're a little bit more clunky to use, because until you're more advanced at summoning, they don't regenerate health, they don't heal, like loads of other you have loads of other problems with them, so they need some level of management before you know, you kind of get comfortable with the whole summoning thing. So let's get back here and just show this off a little bit. It's not been too bad actually, we didn't get attacked at all. Heh. Alright, let's level up. Attributes, spirituality, that's what we should be doing. Again, more damage. Everything just got smoother again. Rest. Oh, it is 6 AM. I guess that's why we didn't get attacked. We were just at the end of night. So the way this works is... summon the skeleton. Alright? We can have up to 3 so long as we have the mana capacity. Now, because we have been powering up that spirituality... There we get 3 skeletons. Easy, right? Now, look how long it takes for them to follow me. Alright? So they're always going to be quite far behind when it comes to, like, exploring. You can point them over somewhere, but you usually need to target something. So I can't, like, keep them ahead of me by pointing them forward. That's not going to work. There needs to be an enemy ahead. So this is why I say you're better off using them as a setup rather than out normally. The unsummon spell, if we hit one, it'll just basically absorb some of the mana back. It's not really that useful. But if you do the charged version, you can use them to heal yourself, so worth knowing about that. That's how summons work in a nutshell. We have basic caster stuff, so we're all good. And we've got the starts of the stats. Now then, I don't want to be spoilery, so I'll try not to say anything else other than this. If you don't hit anything at all, stop now. Everyone else? This is a warning, okay? If you continue the main story quest, there are things that are going to happen where NPCs are going to move around the map. And not just move around the map. See this bounty? Someone is going to arrive and kill that bounty. Because they're going to make a camp there. I love it. It's real cool. There are also going to be wars and fights between groups of people. And if you progress the quests and stuff, you may well miss out on side content. So what I would advise is speak to all the NPCs here. And actually, if you follow this little pathway at the back end, there's another little settlement down here near the beach. Do all of the side content before you continue the main story quest. 100% like this game, it wants you to do the side content first. Not wants you to, but it does give you the whole different playthrough thing going on. There's like a settlement up here this way. Super secret. Is it there? About there. I think it's about there. It might be there. But yeah, all sorts of stuff. Go and explore around the map. Have some fun. That's all I'm going to say. We're well set up. You can now probably deal with enemies that earlier were like pretty tough. There are some sickeningly strong spells. I'm going to have those in the kind of more buildy related video. But let's just go see if we can fire something off at a higher level bandit so we can see what the damage difference looks like across this bridge. Now, archers is usually weaker anyway. But if I shoot this guy, yeah, we can actually see the damage we're putting out on things now. So much nicer. Right? So like this guy, it's probably a bit more armored look. It's a much more reasonable fight. And not because, you know, I've got more health, because I'm doing more damage. Just look at the difference in the mana management. Now, I'm not saying it's perfect, right? We've still got the lowest level spells. Oh man, need to kill him before he gets back. When they run off, they don't auto heal, but they do actually have potions. So they will heal when they get back to this spot. I actually quite like that they do that. You can watch them take the potion as well. So I actually find that not be as cheesy as it could be. For all that, I don't really like that they leash like that. So you can't finish them off in a comfortable spot. Hopefully you can see, you know, everything's just way better now. And it's only going to continue doing that as long as, you know, you keep on powering up that spirituality and get the skills that you need at the time. Like I say, once you've maxed out on spell damage, you kind of got choices. We went over those earlier. But, you know, when you can go, like, you know, you whack that on and then suddenly your fireball's doing more damage, it does make the gameplay feel a bit better. These are all going to run off now, look, aren't they? Yeah, there we have it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of the game. We've got stuff set up. We've got a build working out now. The actual best one that I found, the best armor set, is up this way. So if you want a bit of a sneak peek, it's going to be up there. But you do need 16 spirituality to equip it. So just be aware. It's a very nice cape you could get. But unfortunately, we can't fit it on. It's 1 in weight, right? Straight up 1. So that's almost as much as I'm wearing right now. Again, so that takes you straight into medium. So even with the reduction, it makes things a little bit easier to fit things on. It was just too heavy for me to fit. I'm probably going to end up having to have a ring or something that gives me more equip load. But for now, that's all good. I don't think this character's needed for anything else, but maybe we'll see her again.